My dear Earth brothers and sisters, Emerelda here. I haven't been channeled in a while. For those who missed the earlier channelings, I'm a Pleiadian woman who was a squad commander, which is a role similar to a sergeant on Earth. I led small groups of soldiers into battle. Then I got captured by reptilians. I was tortured and raped, got rescued, and I'm now working through that trauma. Thankfully, I have an amazing husband and children. I can't imagine what I'd do without them. Enough about me. I've heard that some Earth people are thinking that if they could only get on a Pleiadian spaceship, then their life would be perfect. Well, certainly your life would substantially improve. That is absolutely true. And frankly, if it were up to me, we would have intervened or beamed you up or landed on Earth already. But it's not up to me. Still, if you were beamed up, most likely your life wouldn't be perfect. Much better, yes. Perfect, no. Why? Because wherever you go, there you are. So even if you're on a Pleiadian spaceship, you'll still be yourself. You'll still carry your own baggage with you. I'm currently living on a Pleiadian spaceship, and my life isn't perfect. And yes, I'm traumatized, but then again, probably so are you. Almost every Earth person has undergone some amount of trauma. Trauma doesn't have to mean undergoing some extreme thing. It can simply be not receiving enough love as a child. Which is the case for most Earth people. It can mean repeated worries about money. It can mean not being free. Which is the case for pretty much everyone on Earth. It can mean your parents demanding that you are a certain way, or that you believe a certain thing. And then you have to choose between betraying yourself, versus losing some amount of love from your parents. Etc. Any pain that isn't observed and felt, but that instead gets repressed and sticks in your subconscious, can be seen as trauma. Sure, there are different degrees of trauma, and some amount of trauma can certainly be lived with. Still, almost everyone on Earth has some amount of trauma. And yes, that does affect people's quality of life. And until you deal with that, you're going to carry it with you, even if you get beamed up to a Pleiadian spaceship. Now sure, just being around Pleiadians and being in a good and safe environment will certainly help. And you'll have access to healers and teachers if you want, but they aren't just going to magically vacuum up and erase your trauma. What they're going to offer you instead is the chance to work through your trauma. Because that way you get the corresponding lessons and the golden chunks of wisdom. Now yes, those healers and teachers absolutely will help. But still, you'll have to face your pain and feel your feelings and have those tough conversations. Let me share a bit more about myself. In what feels like the very distant past, I remember being completely happy and non-resistant. I remember pretty much constantly being in the flow state. Years blended together, and it was such an easy and effortless state of existence. There was so much pleasure and grace and laughter. Then I got captured by reptilians. And everything changed. Recently, I was watching a group of other Pleiadians. They were happy and they were dancing and they were just completely out of their head and in the present moment. And I got so incredibly angry at them. Even though logically speaking, they were doing nothing wrong. There was no reason for me to get angry at them just for being carefree and happy. I was angry because I can't get there anymore. That's not me anymore. Everything has become complicated. I can't stop thinking. I can't stop overthinking. I can't just be. And of course, those Pleiadians listened compassionately to me, but they also stood their ground and didn't apologize. Of course, the distortion was on my side. Why would they apologize? But the pain is still there. So, suppose that today us Pleiadians beam you up. And suppose we respect you enough that we're ourselves around you. Certainly, your life would improve. No argument there. Suppose you saw a group of Pleiadians just go into ecstasy on the dance floor. If you join them, it'll just feel like dancing to you. Sure, the room is a bit higher tech, but it won't feel that different from just dancing on an Earth dance floor. It's just that those Pleiadians haven't been traumatized, and you have, and that's why you probably won't go into ecstasy. Let's say that afterwards they invite you to beam down to some safe planet and go take a walk in nature with them. You accept. To you it's a nice walk in some really pretty and vibrant nature, with some beautiful flowers and plants. There's nice feeling energy all around you. But while enjoyable, ultimately it's just a walk.